Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending where you're watching me from. So, welcome to today's class. We shall be discussing factors affecting the rate of a chemical reactions. There are so many factors that affect the rates at which reaction will occur, depending on the reaction condition. So, what are those factors? Number one factors is the nature of the reactant in contact. The nature of the reactant. Now, for instance, when you react or when you add dilute hydrochloric acid to iron, the reaction will occur, but the reaction will be relatively slow compared to when you add zinc to dilute acid. The reaction will occur vigorously. But when you react or when you add the same dilute acid to gold, discover that there will not be any evidence of reaction. Now, what happens is that the nature of the reactant has a role to play in the rate at which reaction will occur, apart from the position of these respective elements in the periodic table. Because as a matter of fact, those elements that is higher than hydrogen will displace hydrogen in the activity series, but the ones that are lower than hydrogen cannot displace hydrogen. For instance, gold is lower than hydrogen in the activity series, thereby cannot displace hydrogen in the activity series. So we must understand this, very, very important. So the nature of the reactant particles has a role to play in the rate at which reaction will occur. It now discovered that these reactions, the same acid was used, but different elements and different condition of the reaction. So the nature of the reactants plays a role, or the nature of the reactants plays a role, or it just plays a role in determining how a reaction will do what occur. The second one is the surface area of the reactants. The surface area of the reactants. For instance, when you react acid with a marble chips, the reaction will occur, but occur very slowly compared to when you add acid to marble powder, because marble powder provide a larger surface area. Marble powder provide a largest surface area compared to marble chips. So the smaller the particles, or generally the smaller the particles, the larger the surface area and the more the rate of reaction will occur, or the more faster the reaction will occur. Very, very important to understand this. So number 3 is the temperature. Temperature has a role or significant role to play in determining the rate at which reaction will occur. Generally, the higher the temperature, the faster the reaction will do what occur. Now, what does that mean? Number 1 is that temperature increases the kinetic energy of the reactant particles. Remember, one of the assumptions of kinetic theory state that these particles, they move in a straight line, or they move randomly in a straight line. Then when they move, they collide with one another and with the wall of the containing vessel. So one of these is that the temperature helps to increase the kinetic energy of these reactant particles, and thereby increasing the rate at which reaction will occur. Number 3 or number 4, as the case may be, is catalyst. Catalyst has a significant role in determining the rate at which reaction will do what occur. Then what is catalyst? Catalyst is a substance that alters the rate of chemical reactions. At the end of reactions, remains chemically, quantitatively and qualitatively unchanged. That is what we mean by catalyst. So catalyst helps to lower the activation energy, because according to collision theory states that for a reaction to occur to come to completion, the bond exists between the reactant particles must be broken. The new bond from the reaction will occur. So this bond that is broken requires energy to be broken, and this energy, that's why every reactant particle has energy content, and this energy content must be equal to or greater than activation energy. So what catalyst does, that it helps to lower the activation energy. So the more the catalyst, the more the reaction will work faster, because it helps to lower the activation energy which help the reactant particles to overcome the activated complex or what we call activated barrier for the reaction to occur. Final one is the presence of light. Light has a significant role in affecting the rate of the chemical reaction based on the wavelength and the intensity of the reaction. Okay, now for instance, in the photochemical reactions like photosynthesis, which is the process whereby organisms manufacture their own food substances in the presence of sunlight through the help of chlorophyll. Sunlight has a role to play. Okay, the sunlight helps to act as a catalyst to catalyze the reaction, to make the reaction to occur what? Faster. So light has a way of increasing the rate at which reaction will do what? Occur. Thank you for watching. God bless you.